Hello and welcome everyone to another Oakland University esports event. And today we are streaming Oakland University Smash B Team's game versus Concordia. I am Mad79er Lucas, and this is.
My name is Poison Jam. Pleasure to see everyone, as usual.
So yeah, today Oakland University B Team is playing in a game versus Concordia University.
Yes, it is a very important game. This is the last match of our regular season. If we win this, we start going into playoffs as one of the top seeds. Currently, our team is undefeated, so let's see if we can keep up that streak and head into the playoffs strong.
As of now, too, Concordia is also undefeated, so it's a big battle for the first seed into playoffs.
Okay, wow. We're going to get started soon. We're going to have our own very Spectre, the NECC player, versus Finesse, which you can imagine is a NECC player.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited to see how this goes. Concordia University's players, especially Finesse, is someone who's very much in tune with the scene. We know them personally, so it'll be a very fun match, hopefully. Fingers crossed. We're going to get right into it soon.
We're going to get into it right now.
We're going to get into it right now,
starting right
actually.
now.
My bad. Ooh.
See a lot of pressure go back and forth. They both have same tools, essentially.
Exactly, yeah.
But we're going to see who's better at using those tools differently. We're going to see more Yo-Yo. Yo-Yo at ledge is very strong on Ness as Ness. Actually, strong versus a lot of characters, but some characters don't.
So unfortunate.
See an unfortunate bounce up with the PK rocket there from Finesse.
Good heal from Spectre, getting back down to 21. Marginal lead, but looks like it's getting bigger. Here we go, up air to up air, up air.
Oh, the drag down, not what Spectre seemed to have wanted there, but we set a neutral nevertheless.
And now we're gonna go right back to the PK fires. Nah, we're boxing, we're scrapping over here. Look at them go.
Bears.
Back through, off stage. But trades the back airs.
It's really interesting seeing how both of them are taking different approaches to trying to ledge trap their opponent.
Ooh, very good sequence.
Spectre just tries to kill him while Finesse tries to hold stage more. I think that's a big difference going on now, but proving me wrong, goes off stage to kill him instead.
Hey, well, maybe Spectre caught onto that.
So much PK
fire. PK fired 33% purely off of PK fire.
A lot of damage, good combo tool. Could have even died there potentially.
Yeah, like drag down tilts. Ness has a lot of very quick to react things, especially on Wi-Fi.
Oh, that was insane.
That hit
might have
what
killed.
That 100% would have killed.
It would have sweet spot, yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna see here a really big jump. I mean, both players are gonna have to be a little bit nervous now. And the high 70% holding the last stock of the first game. That means a lot going into a crew battle with these amount of players.
Oh, very good recovery from Spectre. Back off stage though. Oh wow, Finesse going for. Yep, there goes Yo-Yo.
Another Yo-Yo take a stock.
Finesse taking the game with one stock left. We'll see how Oakland responds. I can imagine who they're sending in next, but
yes, I think it will be very interesting to see who goes in next. They might have to think about it a little bit.
Right.
Losing a lead at the start isn't the greatest thing for any crew battle.
Absolutely. This should really just be. It's as you know, obviously as a player, there's a lot of different factors that go into who goes in, how they deal with the matchup. Not only is it who's going to do well and take this last stock, but who's going to get counterpicked the least, who's going to go in and properly take care of business. I feel like we're going to see, I think, actually, we're seeing Judair on Steve go in.
Steve is a character that's indeed very hard to counterpick.
Absolutely.
So I think this is a good pick by Oakland.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, one stock on Finesse for Steve shouldn't be that bad. especially given the fact that Steve is really good in crew battles too. The more stocks you have, the more time you have to be able to mine materials, build your stuff, get that big lead going into the actual stock. Obviously not before the stock starts, but when you are so scared of a single hit or a single string taking your stock, you got to play super safe. And against Steve, who can build you out and just keep you from doing that, any mistake can be that.
Yeah, I think we're going to see some really interesting game plans because they're going to have to be playing very defensively versus Steve, but Steve wants you to play defensive. Just get stronger throughout the entire game.
Right.
As a one stock game, I think it's kind of interesting because you're going to have to be forcing Steve into a lot of interactions to try to take an early stock.
Right.
But Steve has so many good defensive tools that it's really hard to do that.
And we were seeing a lot of aggressiveness on Finesse's end when he was playing against Spectre. It seemed like Spectre was more in the backseat there. Finesse was driving the entire match forward. So we'll see if his And we're on FD too, which is a really good stage for Steve. He uses shovel on this, meaning that his tools are not nearly as effective. Ooh, with the teabag.
No, I think he's just dancing.
Oh,
he's having a good time.
With the dance,
He's partying.
of course.
Oh! Hitting him during the time. It's unfortunate, but we'll see what happens now.
Yeah. Ooh, that could be huge because that's already 41% up, 69.
He has no materials either. He's got no iron.
No iron, just dirt. Oh, here we go.
Okay, there's the up air ladder. Nils
Ooh,
going up
50%,
already tying it up.
Wow, it's insane. All of that work, and then he ties it up with a single up tilt.
Yeah, that does happen. It happens when you're playing versus Steve. big damage, big buttons, safe buttons, all the buttons.
Ooh.
It's what you expect when you play versus Steve in Smash Ultimate.
Absolutely. What I'm not expecting to see out of Steve is, honestly, I can't even think of anything.
Yeah, I was about to say he's been throwing out minecarts. It's strong.
Oh,
but
very
that
good
back air is
back
going to take the
air.
stock, putting Oakland down another stock, and beating the.
Wow, minecart
Concordia
powers through PK Fire.
Yes, that move has like infinite armor. I actually don't know how much armor it has, but it has a lot.
Yeah, enough armor to tank through that. Is that the stock?
Not
Wait, no,
the
he doesn't have a
stock,
jump though.
that was a-
Doesn't have a jump.
Ooh.
Ooh,
He
bad
might have
angle.
snapped ledge. Oh, that block might take it though.
No.
Oh,
the
that's a
PK Thunder
great
back-
bounce.
Oh,
and that's
he
it with the
builds
block.
on top. Okay.
Finesse had a really good bounce there to try to make a recovery back off of FD.
Yeah, I thought completely he was gone there, but no, the bounce was really good. Especially given the first game, where that first stock that he was taken from him when he went for the ledge and then bounced off, he definitely adapted around that and was able to like react properly.
Yes, it was very, very clean adaptation, very clean, like on the fly kind of ideas.
Right. It's good to see out of Finesse. Oakland down 1 stock, Judair left with 2, and we're gonna see who Concordia sends in next. I'm not too sure the full extent of their roster, but I have a couple ideas. Against Steve specifically, I'm not too sure. Maybe they want to cash out a really good player because Steve is such a big menace and can take stocks quickly. Or they could be sending in someone on the lower end to try and just not try and get as many stocks as possible, keep that lead going so that they're safer going on into the end. I'm very excited to see what they do and how they approach it.
Yeah, I think the playstyle of whatever the next player comes is going to be a big plan for this because they're either going to try to match the fact that Steve's on 2 stocks and try to play to a pace that benefits them, or try to take advantage of the fact that that they're up and just camp them out.
Right.
But versus Steve, that's a really interesting idea.
Right.
I mean, it could work.
Yeah,
depending
I
on the
can
character.
100%. See, certain characters can just easily, big range, can break a lot of blocks at once. Think like Cloud with his aerials, just big sword chop through all the blocks. Or even someone like Joker, who's back air, super safe. You can auto cancel it and break the wall and start going for aggro stuff after that. So I'm very excited to see what they do.
I think it's going to be interesting. I mean, if you're thinking about it from the side of Concordia, you're up this stock, and you want to try to extend that lead no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
So their goal is obviously going to be to take out Judair here.
Yeah. No, well, we'll see. Especially given, I think a lot of the things also play into the stage matchups against Steve.
Yes.
A very underutilized portion of Steve counterplay is the stages that he goes on.
Of course.
Certain stages, A lot of people say that what Pokemon Stadium 2, one of his best
Yeah,
stages.
it's a good stage,
Because
but he
of the
mines.
materials,
He
exactly.
mines,
but
but
he
he gets
uses
good
pickaxe,
materials.
but he gets good materials, exactly. So it's a give and a take. Final Destination, extremely good stage for Steve. He uses shovel, which means that none of his tools are affected, and he does get every material. But I think that's a very good trade-off.
It's very much arguably one of his best stages
Mhm.
because of his ability to play so defensively on it. I know, obviously, they also like PS2 and Small Battlefield because they can
Yeah.
utilize the platforms to build a house.
Yeah, yeah.
I love the idea of using the platforms to just build a home around it and give yourself nice defensive cover. That's a great way to think about the game, to be honest with you. I mean, like, think about it. So Steve builds 2 blocks in front of you. He's under platform. You can't go above him with with an aerial. He'll up smash or up tilt, and you also can't aerial through platforms if you're using a button. So you
Right.
have to either time something or go around it. So it's really good for Steve specifically to build that box.
Right.
Snake's also very good at it. A lot of characters with projectiles or ways to like disengage are good at it.
Right.
Like Snake, Samus. Sonic might be okay at using it, but Sonic's gonna be jumping around a lot,
Sonic,
so it's
I'd say,
very different.
Like Sonic can utilize it more, but it's more so that Sonic, a lot of people retreat too under that in case of spin dash approaching or Sonic just running around the stage to be able to pick up that easy the easy pickup. What am I forgetting? Yeah, like in his advantage state, whenever he goes up and hits someone, Sonic's entire game plan revolves around back and forth. You can't catch me. I'm here. I'm there. I'm everywhere. So Sonic utilizing that is one thing, but I'd say it's more so important for his opponents to utilize that. You can see that a lot with arguably the 2 best players in the world, Aquila and Sonics. Whenever they play, and they play so often, how Aquila uses those platforms to disengage against Sonic or to force him to go specific ways.
Yes. Platforms are good for every character in this game. Almost every character in this game.
Not every character.
I said almost every character.
The Little Mac mains in the audience are crying a little
Actually,
bit.
I'm pretty sure Little Mac likes platforms. Because down tilt will lead to a tech chase onto a platform, and so will up tilt.
That's true.
And then you could die to up tilt up B at like ridiculous percents.
Well, I view this in the context of Kazuya. No Little Mac main ever wants to take me to a platform stage
That's
unless it is
really
Smashville.
I don't know.
Smashville's the only one they want to
They
play
definitely
against.
should be taking you to platforms.
Well, they usually do it to because the Little Mac Kazuya matchup is very intriguing in the sense that you're both going for the same options, except I have invincibility and he has armor.
Yeah, so
looks
looks like Concordia University is singing Hyper, who plays Steve.
Steve, we're getting the
we
Ditto.
got lots of Steve on the screen right now.
Ooh, we're gonna see a lot of blocks being built. Do you think they're gonna do the Gentleman to Diamond?
No.
Okay, there we go.
There
we go. Okay.
There was lots of confusion in nobody's head, but I'm gonna say it was my head. And their Gentleman Needs Diamond.
I told you. I knew it. I knew they were gonna Gentleman to Diamond.
Very interesting Gentleman to Diamond going on right now, and they both have diamonds now. It was a great Gentleman to Diamond. We'll see exactly how this match goes now. So, Judd Air has pretty decent experience in the Steve to Steve matchup. I don't know what Hyper's experience is here. So we'll see exactly what Hyper's capable of.
Yes, Judd Air is one of the best players in Michigan in the Steve Ditto. Not that there's a ton of Steves, but he is very proficient in it and definitely has the advantage, at least in matchups from what I know. But Hyper, Steve is Steve. At any point, you can just take that stock super easily.
I mean, they're both in up tilt back air percent.
That is true.
So,
2 walls going up. Ooh. See it? What's the edge guard? He goes for the build. Doesn't quite work out.
Smash, lots of powered mine cards.
Back air's the TNT. That's very interesting. I wonder if he did that to get rid of materials. That back air could have been the game had Judder connected it.
Yes. Oh, another back air
lives.
living. Good DI there. It was really hard to tell with hitbox.
Yeah, honestly,
You're
I
getting
wasn't
hit by, when it comes to Steve back air, Anvil, of course, one of Steve's greatest ways to take out stocks.
Absolutely. Just taking the stock there, getting back, getting his materials, gets diamond again. Use it on this stock. Very intriguing.
He was running low on diamond for one thing. He's fighting right now a Steve with gold, which will make every move fast and super safe. That
Ooh, it
minecart
almost
does not take
kills.
it.
And he goes for the TNT setup. Doesn't necessarily get it.
Jetter just goes over. That was insane
Oh,
conversion.
and
Good
the
tech, and the
S-smash.
S-smash is going to take it. Lots of rage on Steve. Steve's also not a very heavy character in this game. Oh, we got up tilts, no forward air connection though.
Oh, but this damage is pretty good coming off of Judd Air. He has not lost the stock yet, and he has His opponent, Hyper, here is struggling to get materials. He only has stone.
Yes, we're going to see a lot more defensive play by Judair
Is
here,
that the
trying to
game?
conserve
Is that
the
the game?
stock,
No.
keeping up
Jumps
a
through the
ledge
block.
trap, throwing out lots of back airs, all the safe kill moves that Steve has in this game. Oh, that back
my
air.
God.
That
back
hit
air
him?
almost-
I thought.
That was
close.
definitely the minecart extension there. 100%.
Yes.
But he
both
builds up,
utilizing
gets it.
blocks to get around.
And is that minecart going to take
minecart
it?
is
No,
not going
he's
to take it.
living.
Hyper's still very capable of taking this next stock and the game,
game.
with one good hit here. But we'll see a little bit more defensive play by both players now, putting up a wall to Gentleman to Mining. Anvil not going to connect.
And the back air
Still not going to
doesn't
kill. Back on diamonds now. Really in a scary spot here for both players.
And that
forward air
border's
does
not going to
take
take it. These guys are living.
These Steve players are living, and that power
there
minecart
we
will
go.
take it, taking one stock off of Judair.
But Hyper's got diamond now, and Jetter has gold. Oh, here we go. We're in the
Got
reverse
gold.
situation.
Yes, reverse situation, but we're going to see here a really interesting spot. Both teams right now at 7 stocks. Whoever takes this next stock will either extend the lead or give the lead to their team.
Woo!
But Steve is also very capable of killing somebody off of one
the
touch.
triple
so
F smash.
We'll see if Hyper here is capable of taking stock off of one
I
strong
think
hit.
that's it. No, Judair
Does not convert off of a minecart. Another powered minecart going to take some damage.
Oh, no way!
An F smash is
That's
going to
it.
kill max rage 70% side of stage.
Wow, the very good play with him with the crashing cable extension, catching that neutral getup, leaving the TNT on the top platform to scare him from jumping. Very good
And
work from
rolling,
Hyper.
rolling there also would have gotten
Yeah.
you connected with a TNT. Very scary position to be there.
Very good comeback from Hyper. You know, there was a huge deficit there, but he was able to make it back. Obviously, you know, Steve with material, especially Diamond, is just insane. And with the powered minecarts, he was catching Judair's approaches. There were a couple of things. He was scaring Judair off. So, good stuff from Hyper. And let's see who we're sending in next. Again, now we're in the same situation as last time. One stock down, but it's a whole new player. So, we'll see who goes in.
Yes. And Steve there, or both Steves utilized the materials very well in that match, using a mixture of, I saw some stone out there, a lot of gold and diamonds, of course, at the very
Yeah.
start, and to end a lot of the stocks.
Yeah, and something that I was catching Hyper doing that is very good, he was using TNT to get rid of his lower level materials, just so he was able to cycle in those bigger, like, wood stones to build his walls. Whereas
Yes.
Judair was mostly
He did
just...
have a lot of wood walls. I'm noticing that now, because that
Yeah.
wood wall that allowed him to build up and forced Judair to anvil from up there, and he rolled away. That's a really good point, using wood to try to force more vertical interactions rather than horizontal.
ones, yeah, and especially with Judair, because he is having the dirt walls. Hyper was just able to back air through it,
them. You
and then
can't do
leaves the
that.
pressure, exactly.
Yes. So it appears that Oakland will be sending in their very
Trisket.
own Pac-Man player, Trisket.
This is very intriguing. I love to see how this goes. Trisket has some history with some of the members on Concordia University. You know, one of them, I believe, team captain Padge, ended up going to high school with Trisket, or I believe Trisket's
Yeah,
cousin,
former
I'm not sure.
former teammate.
Yeah, exactly. So
Former
we're gonna
teammate.
clash of ideals. There might be pride on the line for this one, folks. We've never seen a match like this.
No, we have not. But first, they have to send in Padge, and Tristan still has to get through
Through
this.
Hyper, yeah.
Has to get through the Steve to get to a point where he might go up against Padge.
So we'll see how this goes. I feel like Trisket. Oh, with the movement. Oh, look at that go. Are we playing Smash Brothers? Or are we playing Rivals of Ether?
That's not Rivals movement.
I just thought of it.
Yeah.
I have not played Rivals, but I also think that Tristan has not. I mean, he's been on a Smash grind.
He has played some Rivals. He played it during the beta.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Good game, by the way.
I need to check that out, high key. And Trisket needs
But now we're
to
talking about
check out
we're
of
talking
this
about
match. Yeah, look at
Pac-Man
that.
and Steve now. So, Hyper with a great combo to start putting our Pac-Man player at a high
allowed
percent.
to be on stream.
No. But we're gonna see here the kill power of both of these characters, because both of these characters have lots of ways to take stocks.
Hey, there's those wood walls coming up.
They
Hyper
both
got
have good
diamond.
ways.
Oh, wait a minute. No way.
That's
No
not
way.
it. He could
That
DI
is
that,
this.
he
Nope.
did
No,
not.
that's it. That's it. He was definitely DIing out, or not DIing
Yeah.
out. DIing up. No.
Not a great way to die there. 60% off of a falling up or forward air.
Yeah, like we were just talking about, wow, Hyper's got this good lead. He has his material. He's building walls.
Unfortunately,
he's got a good lead.
Trisket.
And then Trisket just comes in there and forward airs him off the map.
Finds a way to take the stock there with no repercussions at all.
Wow. All right. Well, now Trisket's made quite an impression. Immediately just knocking out Hyper within 2 interactions.
Yes.
So we'll see how Concordia responds if they're going to go in with one of the big guns. Like we said, Padge is someone who's played against Trisket before, knows a lot of his habits, so could be very good for the counter.
Has some good experience there, but I don't know what they're going to send in. Yeah. I am not too familiar with the full CUAA roster at Concordia, so.
I believe they have, I know Shocker the Joker is there, but I'm not too sure on the rest of their lineup.
Yes.
We already seen one, Hyper, who we weren't really familiar with. But by the same merit as Padge knowing a lot of Trisket's habits, he can always just tell that to his opponents, or not his opponents, his teammates. Look out for this, he does this and whatnot, and then play it into a better matchup. So,
indeed,
very intriguing to see what will happen, who they'll send out.
It's going to be a big question here because no matter who you're going to send in, you're either going to be sending in, like, they have to send in someone strong here versus Pac-Man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. Otherwise, Trisket's going to start running through their team. I mean, again, within 2-3 hits, he was able to just take out Hyper, who had such a big lead, and that's Steve of all characters, right? Imagine playing someone else with a lesser recovery or someone who can get gimped easier.
Yeah, it does appear that Concordia will be sending in another one of Trisket's past teammates.
Icy Rogue.
Icy Rogue, the Wii Fit.
This is going to be a very, very intriguing match. Pac-Man, Trisket specifically, he does pretty well into Wii Fit, and Trisket has beaten So Good Pop. So Good Pop's one of, if not Michigan's best Wii Fit. So I'll see how this goes, but I believe in Trisket here. I think he can take this pretty easy.
I do also believe in Trisket. I don't know exactly how this matchup goes. I would assume that Wii Fit flanks and Pac-Man throws fruit.
And not only that, but Hydrant versus Ball is such a good deterrent.
That's also a good point, too.
Like, Wii Fit will just ledge stall, and Hydrant will just sit there and look, he just eats it.
Wow. That's interesting. I actually have not seen an interaction where throwing a projectile at Hydrant eats it, even for, like, your own character. But apparently Wii Fit's header does that. So.
Well, Ball gets hit by everything.
He does, but he didn't take the hit after running through the Hydrant after Tristan.
Oh, I see what you mean.
That's
what it might have just been that, maybe Ball deactivated it. I'm not too sure.
No, because normally it hits every player once.
Right.
So, did hitting the ball count? I'm very confused. But
well, it looks like neither player is really infected by that. They're scrapping. Trisket getting a good lead. Icy Rogue at 102.
Yes, we're going to see Trisket trying to play the strong Pac-Man game, using Hydrants to force approaches and utilize
very good F smash from him, using Hydrant boosting to get up close.
Big damage still by Rogue. We've hit character that can kill pretty decently, especially in deep breathing.
In deep breathing, this character's a menace. You get Nair 1 into up smash, you're dead at like what, 60?
You got back air. Back air is strong anyways, you get that strong
and then you get that deep breathing. Oh my lord, yeah.
It's very strong. Up air is pretty strong. F tilt too. Safe, good kill option that's fast. Jab will set up into it too if you get the berry.
We're seeing good defensive play from Icy Rogue coming out here. First match he was kind of scrapping, going back and forth, trying to box Pac-Man, but now we see him taking a little bit of a more defensive approach.
Oh, that's a really interesting hitbox or knockback, stacking with the Hydrant.
With the Hydrant, yeah, very interesting. Just get at 170, but there's the
Bell
stop.
F smash, lots of rage, strong F smash. Really bad position to be in if you're Icy Rogue here, but Icy Rogue still can take another stock or this
that
stock.
Shield looking extremely low for Trisket. Anything would break, and there goes the F tilt. Back hit, sending him straight up. Oh, okay, good mango play.
We'll see exactly what Icy Rogue's plan is here, because he's gonna have to play a little bit more defensively and play around these fruits by Pac-Man, and try to take a lot of damage and another stock to try to get the lead back.
And the S smash just sends it out and it works. That is
80.
That is
completely ignores header.
It ignored header. He hurt block shifted under the box, under the soccer ball, and he sent it out as header was like his head was inside, was able to catch it, and then F smash him to kill it 80. Oh my lord. Trisket does not care. He sends that anyway.
Say the first lead seen by Oakland University versus Concordia.
Yeah, actually, you're right. This is the first time Trisket's gained us the lead. Beforehand, we were either a stock down or even. So we'll see how this goes. I'm
now their last, what I would assume to be their last player is Padge.
the
I think
Inkling,
he's very strong with Inkling.
So I'm very intrigued.
And has the ability to start turning the tides a little bit of this.
Yes, absolutely. Like we were saying, Padge knows Trisket's habits very well. He's a very competent player in his own right, so I'm very excited to see if he comes out.
It could also not be Padge. That's just my assumption.
Imagine sending someone else out. I think we are seeing Padge. It looks like we are. Actually,
like
Padge on Inkling.
We will be seeing Padge.
We got 3 stocks on Inkling versus the Trisket's 2 stocks. This could be very, very...
I think we're in for a pretty good match.
Yeah, very interesting to see. I don't know how often they played offline recently.
I don't know.
I know they have played offline before. I believe Trisket won that. But Padge has been at Concordia. This is his first semester there, and I'm sure that he's been grinding, making sure his skills have improved. So we're gonna see a new and improved Padge versus Trisket.
Yes. I'm very curious about the stage selection, but it looks like we're just gonna go to PS2.
PS2.
Pretty basic stage for both these characters.
Yeah, honestly, I would have seen. I would have thought Patch would want to go Smashville, Hollow, one of those big platform
Probably
things.
the stages that Trisket banned because he doesn't usually play on Smashville or
That
Hollow.
is true. We'll see.
We will see. We're gonna see a lot of really strong play here.
The taunt message is coming out. Trisket gotta take that first stock. Ooh, look at this movement.
And Trisket lost his first. I mean, Trisket SD to start the game at 2
And
stocks.
here we go. Last player coming out from Concordia. Can they make this a comeback? Make this deficit a little bit smaller? We'll see.
It's very possible. We're
Hydra
going to
play.
see the strong play here. Immediately a good combo by Trisket, but drops the closing move. That S smash would have done a lot of damage.
Going for a hard read there, but Padge is evening it out. Oh,
Padge is playing some really strong neutral, trying to force Trisket into a lot of bad positions, where Trisket is trying to start playing around food a little bit more, start playing around the hydrant to take advantage of stage a little bit more.
This Bell could be it. Is he going to take the stock? He
Hit by
does!
Zab.
Yep.
Bell's side B takes the stock. Really strong confirm. Really good by Trisket there.
And now both players take their stage. Padge holding center stage, getting his ink back up. Trisket just happily sitting in the corner with the hydrant up, trying to get anything, because any singles hit leads to big damage.
Indeed. Unless you're getting a hit like Nair, that's just going to send them away, but it allows you to set up a little bit more.
Ooh. Oh, good dodge from the roller. That could have been the stock if it hit.
Hydrant's back out again. So, misses the grab.
The Booyah. All right, Booyah does pretty good damage. Up throw, up air.
No, up air.
Goes for the F smashery again. Woo!
That could have been really bad for Trisket there. That neutral B has very strong wind box properties.
Yeah, and just getting straight off of trampoline 1.
Not a good spot to be in, but he's making it back to ledge and is trying to hold stage now. Versus Padge, he was holding stage strongly, but that Bell beats back air. That's insane.
Wow, Trisket getting these Bell F smashes really fast. Bell is such a strong tool, and he's has this much rage with this much damage. Oh, okay.
Decent combo star, no way of closing it. But we're going to see here if Padge is going to reset neutral and throw something out.
Oh, throws at the bomb. Clutches the grab.
Beats a grab, which is one of Pac-Man's strong tools. The grab is very long, very safe, very hard to punish.
Oh, yeah. I mean, forward air taking the stock. We're now down to even. We'll see how this goes. Are we going to see more defensive play from Trisket? Is he going to try and close this out quickly? We do have one more player on lock if need be, so Trisket doesn't have to go super aggro, but I feel like it's in Trisket's blood to get this done.
Yeah.
You can't be a defensive Pac-Man player and have Trisket in the same sentence.
Unless it's not.
Yeah, unless it's.
But we have seen we've seen him play very defensively a lot too.
I don't think this is one of those moments throwing out the.
This is a weird matchup for playing defensively because Inkling has tools to get around defensive play, but that's a lot of damage.
Woo.
Doing what, like 60 off of one really strong hit there?
Yeah.
The Galaga's strong, Bell back in hand. Really scary spot to be here if you're Padge. He's getting hit by Bell. getting hit by Key,
And
getting
these
hit by
raw
Hydrant.
F smashes, these raw up smashes that he's throwing out. Woo!
On the Hydrant, trying to catch the jump off of the roller.
Very interesting how this is gonna go. 75.
Oh,
he
that could have
misses
been
the-
really bad. That
would've
jab
been the
block
stock.
probably would have been the stock there.
I wonder what. Wow.
Padge
playing
evening
this
this
very
up at the
well.
very end. Showing he's not out of it just yet, but we're going to see how this match ends.
Yeah, Padge is in the thick of it. We'll see how things go. Back air and misses. Both players. It's a very even game.
Oh, Foreigner goes through Hydrant. Both players at high percents.
So are we gonna see another raw smash attack from Trisket to take it out?
No, we're going to see Bell on deck. Bell is out. F Smash is going to
F-Smash
take it
takes
across
it.
the
Oh
whole
my
stage.
Lord. Wow, Padge
Padge is
clutching
closing
up,
this out on the
hanging
last stock.
onto dear life. I think. I might have to disappear then.
We might have a disappearance by Poisonous Jam.
Well, it seems I must be needed elsewhere. So when the time comes, I will
potentially
I will bid you
be
all adieu.
back.
I will see you in the game. You'll see me play.
He will be
don't
probably
worry.
going in the game very soon.
So we'll see it.
Yeah.
Unless we're sending in someone else, actually.
I don't know. We will see.
I'm not too sure. Are we sending in Poison Jam? I'm not too sure.
Not too sure.
I'm
too
as
sure
in the
what
darkest
our
Concordias.
Not too sure what us at Oakland University are doing to play around this.
I believe I might be getting sent. Oh no, it might be Avian going in. We might be seeing an Avian pick. I get to say on commentary. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. It looks like Avian is going in.
Oh yeah. All right, let's see it. I don't know. Is there history between Avian and Padge?
I don't think so.
All right. Well,
There could be.
I feel like small stuff.
Could be a
Like
little
normal
bit
Michigan
more.
Smash
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah. So I'd love to see how this ends up. Avian, king of keeping distance, cheesing out stocks with Dragon Arm at 50% off stage with the F that Ram.
Yeah.
We'll see. Padge, I don't know if he has much Min experience, especially on the level of Avian. So I feel like this could be a pretty clean sweep for Avian. Just take out that last stock, start the next game.
It could be. Or Padge could put up a little bit of a fight. I don't know how easy it is to hit Inkling as Min.
That is true.
I
That
feel like
dash.
that's going to be a really challenging aspect here of this match. Is going to be how is our Min player Avian going to be hitting Inkling?
Yeah, especially because Inkling dash, Inkling charge goes so low to the ground, it might go underneath some of the arms.
Yes, and also
Definitely
it's gonna
not
be hard
Megawatt.
to hit. Might just be hard to hit
Yeah.
or consistently. They got good speed everywhere, good movement options everywhere too, with beer versus and roller cancels. So we'll see.
And Padge is a very competent player in his own right. You just saw him beat Trisket there. So we'll see how this goes.
Yeah, so getting started into this match, we're going to see players get ready with the stock counts.
Padge taking out those 2 stocks. Back to it. And
we're
let's
off
see.
to the races. We're going to see I wonder if we're going to see very defensive-oriented or very aggressive play by Padge over the whole set. It looks very aggressive right now.
Yeah, I was going to say definitely aggressive. You got a 3-stock deficit to match up against Avian, who's one of Michigan's strongest players. You got to go aggro. Tries to take out that stock.
That might
Air
be a
dodges. That's the
stock.
stock. That is
Buffered
the
air
stock.
dodge takes a stock.
Unfortunate. Padge looking a little bit more confident now.
Yes, indeed. Slap bomb gets shielded. Another slap bomb setup, but no connection. All of the 2 arms doing damage. We're going to see now. Padge playing a very vertical game now, trying to play into the disadvantage of Min being strong horizontally, but not so much vertically.
Yeah, Padge is playing this very well, keeping proper space, dodging the arm, gets the
jab block.
Jab block. There we go. I was missing in the Trisket game, but now he's here to get it. Gets
Oh,
another one. Gets another. Oh,
no conversion though. Gets the jab 3. Unfortunate timing, but
good.
oh, the
timing.
roller at ledge takes
No
another
way.
stock.
Oh my god.
Padge is starting to make this comeback. Be very
Padge,
believable
this is
for
real?
Concordia. He can take another stock here at any moment with the momentum he's got now.
And there goes
but
Ray.
Megawatt's
There we
going
go.
to take the
Megawatt's
stock.
gonna take it. Wow, very, very close game.
Padge kept
Padge
that
was
close.
keeping it
Padge
close.
on top of it. Padge
Wow. Good stuff from Padge. Oakland University taking the first game 1-0. And then we're going to go straight into the second match. I wonder what kind of shifts we're going to see between the player lineup, either on our end or on their end. Very intriguing to see.
Padge went absolutely
crazy
there.
Bro. 5 stocks?
He almost made that comeback, too. He brought that down to the last stock.
Yeah, that was insane.
That's such a crazy position to be in.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how this is going to end up. Resetting the match, 12-12. I'm not too sure if we're going to go to a break or not. We might be heading straight into the next match. I have no idea what he just said. The ghosts are whispering to me. All right, well, it seems that we are being sent to a break, so we will take 5 and be right back for the start of this next match. We'll see you soon.
Power through the tournament with the high-quality protein milk provides to stay energized and focused throughout the game. Oakland University Credit Union is here to help you power up your financial game. Whether you're aiming to upgrade your gear or conquer your savings goals, OUCU has the tools you need. With awesome savings accounts, cashback reward credit cards, and an easy-to-use app, we're here to help you win both on and off the screen. Not a member? Not a problem. Visit us on campus or online at oucreditunion.org. Oakland University Credit Union, because leveling up shouldn't stop your gaming. Proud sponsor of Oakland University Athletics, federally insured by the NCUA.
Welcome back. We are straight into it with round 2 of Oakland University versus Concordia.
Yes, to start this off, we will be seeing Judair and Hyper do a button check.
I believe no, it's not a button check. Maybe they picked the wrong stage.
Yeah, it was Mazera maybe on the wrong stage. But we're back after our short intermission. We're starting off with Judair versus Hyper. Oakland University barely scraping through to get one stock.
Very
take
close
game 1.
I'm excited to see how this ends up. Oakland University getting the run back. Oh, I see. I believe he picked the wrong tag, didn't he? No, he
he's
didn't.
on the right tag.
What the? Did he pick the wrong skin? No, he didn't.
He didn't. Is
What
it
was
the wrong stage? No?
No, he was just
Just a reset. Okay.
weird. All right, you know what? We're still in it. We're still in it. You
It's
know,
okay.
we hop straight
No
back in.
worries.
No skin off our back. Concordia, no skin off their back. Ain't no skin at all. But there's skin in the game, which is about to start right now. Going back to the Gentleman's Diamond.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, he starts off with
and
iron.
he uses the gold to get it.
Oh,
my God.
there's no
Wait a
Gentleman.
minute. Wait a minute. He gets the diamond, doesn't craft it? Ooh. Now we're seeing some tech. The Steve Ditto is evolving before our very eyes.
Indeed, and now they both have diamonds.
And they do have the diamond. All right, so it didn't matter anyway. But
But he has another diamond already on deck because he started off with gold.
that's true. Yeah, wow.
Judd Air utilizing the diamond to start. Some very proficiently. Sorry.
No. Well, I mean, look at them go. Ooh,
Oh,
double
forward
fair.
forward air does 35%. That's
Oh
a
my
lot of
lord, that's a
damage.
lot of damage. And especially with the TNT over there, minecart bumping in, tries to get that. Oh! Taking that. Brass diamond again. Not getting quite the wall he wants, but
Yes.
it's the wall he needs right now.
And any wall is going to be great to craft materials to try to extend the lead. We're going to probably see some gameplay by Jader here to try to force another diamond out before this next start. He's not in a bad position to start, but does 40% off of the first interaction.
Wow,
Still
big
holding on to the
damage.
diamonds on this stock.
Oh,
Smash
what?
Ultimate is deciding to lag a little bit.
wait a minute. All right, are we
And
good?
we're back
And we're
into
back, and
it.
he uses the time to mine.
He
He's a
used time to mine.
Yeah, that's what we like to see. Hyper
back on
using-
another diamond, too. We're going to see if Jader is going to get his third
But no
diamond on the
gold.
stock.
Hey, wait a minute. Ooh, big damage, big damage. Oh, the back air would have killed
Almost
there.
closing
Wait
that
a minute,
out.
is that the
Is
stock?
that gonna be
He
it?
doesn't get the
It's
run.
not.
These two are just sending at it. No gold, no powered minecarts, just pure.
That back air takes the stock. But I think it's very, very important here that Jader does not have diamonds, and Hyper does.
Well, that might be the
that's a really
stock
bad
for
position
Hyper.
to be in for
Yep,
Hyper,
there
and
we
gets
go.
hit by the block setup.
And now there's no diamonds in play at all.
No diamonds, no gold. We're seeing some very
Very
base
vanilla Steve. Oh, wait a minute.
It's a pick
Yep,
loops.
whoop.
Oh, he's not able
Drops.
to convert off of it with the up tilt. Possibly being able to take the stock there off of a few more up tilts into an up smash.
Yeah, well,
Oh, diamonds are
see,
now
this is what I was.
obtained.
See, look at their materials. This is what I was talking about before. Hyper's expertly got his inventory down to the essentials. What he
He
needs.
has a lot of stone.
So much stone, so much iron, and he's able to build these strong walls. Judder still got dirt and wood in there. His walls are not nearly as strong, so Hyper starts playing defensively like he did at the end of that last game. He can even it out just as he did before.
Yes, I mean, again, Steve is Steve. You're going to get one strong hit and then maybe take the stock off of a few good conversions from it. From there, that
Ooh,
jab
Anvil nearly taking.
starts any combo. Up tilt back
And
air
back
will
air
take
takes the stock. Judder cleaning it up much easier. Gets 2 stocks to lead into the next game. Very, very interesting. I don't think they counterpicked Judder before, did they? Or did they send in Hyper to deal
They
with
sent
it?
in Hyper.
They did, yeah.
Because Jader took the last stock off of Finesse.
Yes. After he was also 2 stocks in that match versus Hyper's 3. So
Yes.
even match, Judder takes that stock completely, and we're going straight into the next one. I wonder who they're going to send in to deal with it.
They don't have Steve now. They
Is
have
it?
to send in a different character, so we're going to see a different matchup anyways.
I can see Finesse going in
Finesse,
because he was
strong
able to
player
do
to go
very
in.
strong that first match. But I'm not too sure. You know, there are other players in the team we haven't even seen go in, so there might be someone else in play that we don't even know about.
They could also just send in someone completely different. They could be sending in Padge early too to try
Yeah, get that early
try to swing
lead.
around.
Yeah, especially when you have 2 stocks down against Steve of all characters. It's very important you get that lead and you keep that. So Padge going in now would make sense. I can see both plays being very valid. But we'll see who goes
I don't think
in.
there's a wrong decision here because whoever you're sending in needs to be decently strong enough to take down Jader, get rid of the Steve, and start to extend whatever their next lead is, which I think a lot of their players are very capable of doing.
And it looks like we are getting Finesse in to the match. He was able to do very strong against Jader that first stock. I forget exactly how Jader was able to take the stock from Finesse, but when he's a stock down, and I don't know if we're going to be returning to Final Destination, we could be. I could see Finesse doing really well in this match.
Yes. I mean, I think Ness in that matchup is very explosive because of Steve's Hurt Box, like tumble animation, is still just a very vertical animation. So you're gonna get hit by a lot more PK fires into a back air, and that back air is very strong. And even fair chains, fair will just continue to connect way later than it would on certain characters.
Right. So I'm very interested to see how this ends up. I mean, Judair has a lot of Ness practice himself against Spectre, who's our own Ness. So we'll see how this ends up. Ness was able to get a pretty good, sizable lead last time. I believe 4 stocks taken, yeah? 3 off of Spectre and then 1 off of Judd. So see if he can keep up that performance going into the next game.
I do think the stage is going to be very important for this too, but it does look like we're going back
straight
to
back
Final
to Final
Destination.
Destination. All right, let's see it. I'm not too sure the reasoning for Finesse. Is Final Destination a good stage for Ness?
I'm not too certain, to be honest with you. I think on FD it's going to be interesting because you're going to be playing to hold center stage a lot, which Ness is good at holding center stage. But Ness is also very strong on platforms to use the down-angled PK fire.
Yes, to keep that PK fire spam up, get that angle, especially if he gets the frame perfect PK fire at this angle, cover higher jumps.
Yeah.
But Final Destination, no platforms needed, pure hands. Let's see it. Immediately starting off with that PK fire. Goes in, you can see a very aggro play from Ness.
Lots of PK fire coming out now. Trying to see if one connects to get a strong hit, but it looks like Judair got 1 hit, and that became a strong hit. There's 1 PK fire, 2 PK fires.
And the game's already in his
off
favor.
stage. We're already seeing very evening play styles here. They're both very strong at being able to convert off of any hit that they're going to be able to get. And that's just trying to hold on to the stage more. The jab not going to punish the dash attack.
It looks like, I mean, this game has been very explosive. So much damage on both sides. We're already seeing this. Now the walls are coming out. Now Judair is
and they're getting immediately burnt down by the PK fire.
I mean, hey, fire does do quite well against wood.
Yeah,
so
but it also is going to do good versus the dirt too.
And the stone, probably.
The stone, probably. It's going to be very strong to utilize a projectile that keeps you away from that too, because Steve can kill you for trying to break his own block.
Yeah, absolutely, and we almost saw that right there.
Also does really good versus those blocks.
Yeah, the third back air catching Judair, that might be the stock. No, he's able to shield the anvil.
Back air not connecting. PK fire.
Oh, PK fire knocks him out of minecart. Anvil keeping him there for a second. There goes the stock.
Judair lost his stock, but he does have diamonds. He's able to craft them, not getting hit by the PK fire.
And there goes powered minecart.
Stock.
We'll
very interesting gameplay going to be going on here. So we're going to see Finesse try to take down
PK fire
Judair before he's able to fully utilize the diamonds, because a jab or an up tilt could be the very end of Finesse.
Absolutely. I mean, I was about to comment, wow, 33% done by Steve, and then within like 3 seconds, he's already up to 60, 80,
almost
nearly 90.
Not going to be able to take it.
Wait a minute.
Back
takes the stock. Wow, okay.
Judair doing a little bit more than he needs to, showing off a little bit stronger game plan here. Going to be able to get Finesse into a very dangerous position.
All right,
kill percent off the side of stage versus Diamonds. Sets up walls and blocks.
And that's so unfortunate. Doesn't get the bounce up B. Wow, Judair is having a monumental lead going into this next game.
Very strong
Night
snowball.
and day compared to the last game we saw.
This is snowballing at its finest right now.
It is indeed.
Steve, very strong character, very capable of taking stocks at low percents.
Yeah, like we were talking about earlier. Steve
does it there, takes a stock at almost 80, and then takes another stock at 50 making it very difficult to get back on stage for most characters, Ness included.
Wow, I can't believe we're seeing this kind of performance out of Judair. Very good cleanup from him compared to the last game. Will he be able to keep it up, though? He's got 1 stock, and they got 2 players to go through. Judair popped off, saying, "Send in another one." He is on fire right now. Wow.
He wants more.
I can't believe that. He's raring and ready to go.
He, much like myself, likes watching the numbers go up. And the numbers are going up.
Not only are his numbers going up, the opponent's numbers are going down, sapping their life, stock by stock, life by life. So we'll see how he deals with this last one. Do you think he can take this next one without losing a stock?
I think anything is possible in a crew battle.
I agree with that. We're seeing
Every
Icy Rogue
game's a
come
best
in.
of, every game between each player is a best of one, so anything can happen.
Yeah, especially given the fact that we're sending in stocks down and players know each other's habits. Being able to communicate in a team format, which is what makes crew battles so intriguing to watch.
Indeed. It does look like they will be sending in Icy
Rogue
Rogue
on Wii Fit again.
Wii Fit, which is I think it's a very good pick. I think Wii Fit does pretty decent versus Steve. Because Wii Fit has the ability to camp harder than Steve in some situations, but I don't know if that's necessarily good in other situations. He has a stock lead in game, but not a stock lead in the set.
Exactly.
So
he's got to very much try and get that stock as fast as possible. Don't try and obviously try not to lose a stock, but any stocks lost here are so monumental. Looks like we're being taken to Kalos for that. Very good stage for Steve because it's mostly just iron and stone. There's specific spots on this, specifically on ledge, where Steve will only mine iron, which is exactly where Icy Rogue wants to be, hanging on ledge, throwing those balls. So we'll see. Very interesting pick from both players. And
yeah, it will make it hard to stay there if you're Steve too, but if you go down to the other side of stage and start mining, then Wii Fit has to do something.
Exactly. I was going to say, wow, he's already down in iron, but I forget Steve recovers his iron after every stop. It doesn't really matter. Going straight into it. And the game has started.
The game starts. We're going to see deep breathing.
Very aggressive.
Grab,
no
right
mining.
Off the start. The aggressive game plan here is immediately starting. Both players trying to throw a little bit of hands now.
Yeah, I mean, look at them. They're just throwing each other like straight up. Icy Rogue throwing up balls, being aggro, catching.
Oh, that was a
Judder's
great jump catch with the volleyball there. Back hit, F tilt, not going to be able to convert into anything. But percentages are pretty even.
Yeah, and Judder building his walls, whacking it up.
We're going to see here if Judder will continue to
show
dominant.
Absorbing Sun Salutation. We see, this is what I was saying beforehand. Look, he's got dirt and stuff and is able to break it properly. It's going to be a while before Judder gets down to his Steve and he's going to be able to pull down his Steve. He was able to get down to the stone and iron. So he's got
now. He's already out of.
He's already out of dirt. He's got to get through wood now.
He's playing a lot more defensively than we've seen him play in any of the other games today.
Yeah, I'm sure he understands the importance of this stock. Takes it with the back air, and we're right down to stone.
Yes, we're going to see here. Wii Fit's going to be in a really strong position now, holding the stage, using very strong normals to try to take a stock now, which is the only stock that needs to take to bring Judder down and slay the beast that he's become.
Gotta take this one quick. Steve's got diamonds, Steve's got materials, no iron on deck, but clearly, I mean, Steve doesn't really need that. See, he just builds the wall, he's right back to it.
Gets another
second diamond.
He's just holding. Trying to hold on to that stock that Icy Rogue's going to have to take. That down throw not going to be able to convert into much. 33 damage still.
That back air
catches. Wii Fit's back air. Gets Rogue off stage.
And that takes the stock. Oh my god, Judder.
Judder, Anvil with rage. Kills at 80. That back air is a strong hit. It's going to take it out.
Insane performance from Judder.
With
taking 8 stocks.
8 stocks versus Concordia's team here.
What a performance.
Really very.
That's like the definition of locking in right there.
That was some lock in right there.
Woo! Wow, look at. I still cannot believe that back air hit. Especially because it led into another back air.
What it looked like happened was Wii Fit back aired. But he just went over it and the back air connected with his feet.
Yeah, because then you see the actual hit effect happen and it goes from like here, he's back airing to like here, all of a sudden, boom.
It was crazy. It does not make any sense.
And neither does Steve. That's the nature of the character.
That is the nature of the characters. It does look like we'll be sending in Spectre on
Ness. We'll see how this goes. I mean, I feel like Spectre can take that stock pretty quickly, and we saw a lot of high damage. I mean, we just saw Finesse go in and do a lot of damage really quickly. So we'll see. Can Spectre mimic that and take out the stock really quickly, leaving Padge as the one and only character on their team?
I think that this matchup's going to be quite interesting because I think that Ness has the tools to deal with what Wii Fit wants, but Wii Fit also has tools for the same things that Ness does.
Yeah.
Because Ness, when trying to play versus volleyball, will have to throw out aerials, while versus Send Salutation using the magnet for movement's good.
Right?
But soccer ball will beat that movement through
Yeah, just
with
straight
magnet.
up.
So unless you time it, unless the timing's so perfect that you get the magnet hitbox out instead.
Right. Yeah, I think we're going. It looks like we're going to Battlefield for this kind of matches we were talking about before with keeping space. Icy Rogue could definitely just out camp Ness, force him to get close, and with deep breathing, especially, do a lot of damage. Get those easy confirms.
Get
and
the ladders too.
the ladders, yeah.
You get Nair up there.
Yeah, imagine up smash on that top platform probably kills Ness at 30, something
Maybe
like that with
it's
deep breathing.
very strong move.
So I'm very intrigued to see how this is going to go. Icy Rogue got to clutch up here. You got a lot of distance to cover. But we'll see. The Spectre can go in, clean up. A 9-3 lead would be ridiculous. Even Padge's performance last time wouldn't be able to keep that up.
But something can change too. Something can change in Padge and start
true.
bringing it back in.
Something inside him can just snap. He won't care about just beating Oakland anymore. He just wants to be the greatest. Oh, jumping right over. Spectre keeping that middle right there on that platform, right above that little half eye thing. I don't know what that is. And we're right into it. Immediate deep breathing
And
into...
he's already almost dead.
No way.
The down air
No,
almost
oh
takes
my
the
god. I
stock.
thought that was it.
Oh,
BK Power catching the ball,
yes.
keeping it straight at ledge.
I think volleyball's either going to be the make or break of this whole match. Because it's either going to be hitting very strong moves or get sent right back. That is not
Spectre,
gonna
wow.
anything.
Being very, very upfront about that.
Oh, back
Woo,
hit.
the back hit hits.
Wii Fit's moves, all having back hits, is not something that a lot of characters other have, so it's
have
hard
answers
to play around.
Oh, the ball almost catching PK Thunder. I think if he hit that, it would have done the hit stop. He would have died.
Yes, he's starting to pull momentum right now. So I think we'll see if Spectre is able to pull out of this deficit for this stock. He gets one
Fire
PK
getting
Fire.
out, running back into
It
the PK
blocks
Fire.
him off.
Oh,
Up smash
that
not
would have
gonna
been it.
take it, but that's a lot of damage still. Puts Rogue in a really bad position.
And there
Up
goes
air,
the
not
up
gonna
air.
take
Not
it.
going to take it, but he's off stage.
PK Flash, not doing a
Ah,
whole lot.
and he's able to mix up the projectile.
Oh,
Heals
gets
off of
healed.
it. Huge heal into the back throw.
Back throw does
Doesn't
not take
kill.
If he was not healed there, the rage might have killed him. But he was able to live for another day because of the heal.
Wow, look at that.
Not dead
That's
off
the
of
biggest, a 200 IQ play coming out. Down
Oh.
air going to take the stock.
That weak down air is still so strong.
Yeah, it's what? Ooh,
Back air, no back air, up landing,
And the back air's gonna
throw.
take it, yeah?
Will he take it? No,
yeah. There we
take
go.
it.
There we go. At 136, has to take it.
Has to take it.
Especially
It's
when in deep breathing too.
weird. I don't know.
I think deep breathing increases the gravity of the character, if I remember.
I do not remember. I know it makes them a lot heavier, like
Yeah.
knockback wise too. So I think that's
Right.
really important.
I believe it's the gravity. They'll still get knocked the same amount, but they fall much faster.
Yeah.
Basically becomes a fast faller.
Yes.
But doesn't change the weight class. So I think in that same situation as earlier, where the back throw was kind of close to killing, but didn't end up killing because of the rage difference with the heal, had Wii Fit been in deep breathing, I think they would have killed.
I don't think so. I think deep breathing would have made them survive a little bit longer.
Yeah, we'll see. Then we got, I believe, Padge coming in. Are we gonna see a replica of that last run going in, taking all those stocks, evening it out, getting it to last hit with that big of a deficit? I would love to see that performance.
Would love
out of
to
him.
see a lot of very strong moves, a lot of very strong movement, and strong plays by Padge here
Yeah.
to try to bring back this game, which is it's very difficult, but
Yeah,
it's
you got
possible.
2 stocks off Spectre and then 3 off Trisket, and then I believe 3 off whoever goes in next, whether that's Avian or me, apparently, going from last game. It's going to be a very uphill battle to climb, but Inkling paves the way with that roller and can just do it. And I have faith that Padge can put on a show.
Indeed. I think that we're going to see some very aggressive play here by both players, if I'm going to be completely honest.
Yeah.
I think that will be a big showing to either the strengths or weaknesses of either of these players is going to be if they play to what pace of the game they're going to play to.
I think we're going to see a very aggressive play from, maybe not Padge. Padge might be a little bit more defensive, try to stay in that stock, but I am sure Spectre's going to go and super aggro, take that stock, end this match, go to Denny's or wherever he wants to go. Just wrap it up. But we'll see on Hollow Bastion. I think this is the first time this match stage has been played. So it's going to be very interesting to see. Starting off the match, here comes both players just keeping their space, dashing back and forth. This is what neutral's all about, baby.
It is.
Dash attack taking the first hit, falls out of forward air, but looks like both players are just keeping their distance, playing their game.
Yes. Now we're gonna see here probably lots of disjoints by both these players, trying not to get into either one of their burst ranges to get grabbed. Grab off of both of these characters is going to do a lot of damage, as shown there by Pad, doing a good 30%.
Oh, wait a minute, is that the
No
stock?
jump.
Is that the stock? Yeah, that's it.
Vector takes the first
Look at
loss.
that immaculate form in the dash dance. Pad.
And takes 16% off of down tilts. Could have gotten a little bit more off of that falling in forward air. But
And yo-yo
the
comes
yo-yo
out,
does not.
tries to jab
break it,
out of the
but-
yo-yo. Thankfully, just doesn't get hit too hard. Spectre got 80%, 30%. Heals
Healing
from
off
the
of-
neutral B.
This
Wow.
matchup's very goofy.
And you can actually now you can see the defensive play coming out from Patch there, just standing there. As soon as Spectre starts threatening him with any kind of range or dash attack or anything, just stands
That's a
right there. Waits.
Weird hitbox, sending him back. On a back hitbox. There's
That could be the stock. Oh,
the
barely
stock. We're
lives,
gonna
but
see
Yo-Yo's gonna come out.
Yo-Yo.
Gets
Oh,
hit by
the
a splat bomb.
Very good play by Patch to cover his recovery to get back on stage. Trying
And
to
lives again.
just try to do some more damage on
And
the
Yo-Yo
stock.
takes the stock. There we
Or they're
go.
not going to be Yo-Yo. We're going to see here Spectre's tried to
Big
do a
damage,
little bit of
big
movement.
damage, big
Evens up to
damage.
percents with down tilts alone. That move does so
much damage. Wow.
Insane movement using the magnet to try to set him up. Does not help
Rapid
that
jab
much.
coming out, inked up. A little bit extra damage on the table for there, but PK Fire
Off
coming out.
stage, the
Off stage,
reverse yo-yo takes the
it
stock.
out. Oh, wait a minute. Is Spectre going to close it out? Is Spectre going to...
Spectre showing a little bit of his dash dance of his own now.
Yeah. Might be able to dash dance, but I can do it too, buddy. Look at that. Back and forth. Spectre at 83%. This is very close, honestly.
Very close. Now, obviously, Inkling can take a stock at any percent, but Inkling needs to set up for most percents. So we're going to see now if Patch is going to be able to take the stock while Spectre's in a very convenient percent, or if he's just going to be living forever. You see Inklings live to people against Inkling live to 200% from their very interesting confirms that are
And
sometimes telegraphed.
Totally, and totally tell. Oh!
Reads the double jump with a down air and takes the stock, ending
Wow.
his crew battle.
Would you look at that? Spectre cleaning it up. Taking that. Was that a reverse 3-stock there? Because Pat took the first
Pat took
stock
the
with
first
that
stock,
upbeat.
yeah.
Insane reverse 3-stock coming from Spectre, closing out the game 2-0 against Concordia University. Very, very good adaptation from both players. Being taken from 1 stock left the first game to 7.
Yes. Good adaptation. A lot stronger play from Oakland's players, but that does not even compare to Concordia, who was able to bring us down to our last stock the
Yes,
first time.
absolutely. Insane run from both teams. I believe we are going to go into a player interview soon. I'm not too sure who that's going to be. Obviously, one of the 2 stars that were able to clutch up that second game very convincingly.
Yes.
But
Very good
hopefully
play
we'll see
by
him
both
soon.
of them to be able to take down Concordia here and become 7-0 and take the #1 seed into playoffs.
Absolutely. Oakland is now undefeated in their season. Solid 7-0 versus Concordia's 6-1. We're going to be heading into playoffs. Top seed, undefeated. We're very excited for that. Congratulations to Oakland's B team for their season. We will see them soon next time for another match. But before we go for that, we do have a player interview coming up. So give us a couple minutes and we'll be right back.
Of course.
Welcome back. We're
Well-
here with the man, the myth, the legend, and the Steve. Jader. Jader, how are you feeling today?
Well, I mean, Concordia, it's okay. Like, went into this, regular season, usually we're taking it a little bit easy. No, Concordia, first time today we used 4 players. It got pretty close.
Yeah, they were clutching up.
Actually had a lock in today. Very good team. That first game, that smash at like what 40? What was it?
50%, something like that.
50%. That killed me, dude. I was like, send me in first next game.
You gotta get your revenge. You
I
were
would
on a
be-
mission,
No,
dude.
yeah, just-
Like first game, you lose 1 stock to finesse, all right, and then you go in, you take 2 off hyper, but you get S smash, good comeback from him, and then game 2, you're like, all right, I got this. 10, no, not 10 stocks. Thinking 8
only,
stocks
only,
taken.
only 8.
Yeah, oh, my bad. Only 8 stocks taken. My bad.
I think
What changed in between the matches?
so I do this thing. Probably a pretty bad habit. I should probably stop. When I lose and I feel like I shouldn't have, I get in this mode where I'm like really angry at myself, and then I get like cocky. And then that's actually when I play my game. So that's
Of
what
course.
happened,
So you have to have that little Zenkai boost. You got to lose a
Exactly,
little bit,
get
get damaged a bit, and then boom, I'm right back in it.
After they actually do challenge us, we actually do lose a bit. I'm like, okay, I have to
gotta lock
actually
in.
play my game instead of just going.
And I will say that was like the definition of locking in. How did you feel going from 3 stocks taken to 8 in between each different match? Like, did that give you the rush? I heard your pop off over there.
I just really, 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 really didn't want them to win. Just because, no hate to them, it's just because I know some of them personally.
Yeah, we
So
were
that-
talking about
that's
it.
why.
Yeah, like your history, your rivalry with Padge, your fellow Bear Cave 100 commentator.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I actually never commented with him there. It was, I took his place though.
Oh, you took his place.
His place,
Okay,
though,
and you not only did you take his place, you didn't even get the chance to take his stocks. Would you want to run that back and fight Padge for the grudge?
I really wish they used Padge against me. I think it's because Inkling's recovery is a little bit weird. It loses the C blocks pretty easily,
Right.
unless spacing really well. I've also played a decent amount against Castoids. So,
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Best Inkling in Michigan.
So now that the season's over, congratulations on your undefeated 7-0
Yeah,
win.
7-0. I didn't even know the season was over until like
Yeah.
I forgot about it. I was looking at it like 3 weeks ago. I was like, oh, season's
You
over.
are entering the playoffs as the first seed.
Oh wait, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Great, dude.
How do you feel about your upcoming playoffs?
Well, coach talked to us about this. Regular seasons a little bit. Cruise lately. Sometimes we don't take it as seriously as we probably should. But playoffs. I was looking at the rosters. I don't know that many out-of-state players, but I do know the teams are pretty good. Also, like the in-state people, we have Northwood Blue on here. So we actually do have to get a little bit serious here. Start doing some scouting. Hopefully, do well.
All right. Well, anything you want to say to the crowd before we bow out?
Those 2 stocks were fraudulent. Those 8 stocks should be the norm for me.
All right. Well, pleasure to have you, Jader, as always. Thank you guys for tuning in to Oakland Esports. It's been a pleasure, and we'll see you guys soon. Take care.
See you in playoffs.